Hi, I'm going to talk about what's next in my tutorials, but the main reason I'm making this video is because I have now over 1000 subscribers, and this may not be a lot to some people, but to me it is a big deal, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing, watching, liking my videos, your wonderful comments and support throughout the past year. And if you have any questions or suggestions, always feel free to ask me in the comment section or go to the Facebook page. It's open for messages, you can write me there. So now I'm going to talk about what's next, and in the next GIMP tutorial I'm going to continue with this project here. I'm going to add a shadow here and also do some additional stuff to make this text look like it's actually on the grass field, because right now it doesn't look very realistic, but in the next tutorial I'm going to change that. And also I'm thinking about adding some other things here, so look forward to that. And in the next GIMP Beginner's Guide tutorial I'm going to talk about Canvas, explain the options, and also kind of explain what exactly Canvas is and the problems that you might experience with that. Lately I'm getting a lot of questions about problems that people are having, and they're all connected with the Canvas, and if you don't know how to work with that, you'll have problems. So I'm going to make that clear for you, and especially for beginners this can be very confusing. When I first started working with a software like this, I also had problems with this, but once you understand it, it becomes a lot easier to use GIMP. Next, in my Inkscape tutorials, which I do on my other channel, I'll put a link in the description. It's a vector graphic software. Again, it's free and open source just like GIMP. I'll continue there with the beginner's guide and also show you how to create more of these vector graphics. These are some of the graphics that I've done. And by the way, those of you who are using GIMP just to edit their digital photographs, this may not be interesting, but for people who are creating web graphics and other type of designs and graphics, Inkscape can be very useful, because some of the things that you do in GIMP, in Inkscape, in the vector graphics software can be done very easy and fast without much effort. So it's a good idea to be able to use both raster based and vector based software, GIMP and Inkscape. And when you create a graphic in Inkscape, you can export it as a bitmap, then import it in GIMP and do additional editing if you need to. I'm going to put a link in the description for my Inkscape tutorials if you want to check them out. I'm going to go back to GIMP here for a second, and like I said, I'm going to continue with the beginner's guide in this project, but in the future what I like to do more often is to create more complicated and advanced projects like this one. And the main idea for you is not so much to try to recreate this, but to learn different tricks and techniques that you can use in your own projects. And finally, about my Blender tutorials, which I've been kind of neglecting lately, and the reason is because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to structure my tutorials, because there are a lot of options there, they're very connected, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how to make the tutorials in a way so people can slowly, step by step, learn the software and not get confused. So I'm working on that, and when I catch up with the beginner's guide, I'm going to start doing tutorials on how to model something, and after that I'm going to start to make projects, let's say how to model an entire kitchen and then maybe an entire apartment, things like that. But this is in the distant future, because for big projects you need a fast computer, and mine is old, almost 4 years old, so I'm gonna need a new computer to be able to show you those things. So that's it. Once again, thank you. I'm really enjoying doing this, and I hope you keep watching my tutorials.